They left me at a gas station as a joke. I never went back. This morning, I woke up to 39 missed calls from unfamiliar numbers. Then a text came through. Please. Dad's dying. He wants to see you. Call us. And just like that, the peace I'd spent 2 decades building began to splinter. I guess I should start from the beginning. I was 15. My family, parents and siblings, were on a road trip. We pulled into a gas station on the highway. I went inside to use the bathroom. When I came back out, the car was gone. At first, I thought it was a mistake. Maybe they were circling around or getting gas elsewhere. I waited. 10 minutes turned into 30. An hour passed. That's when it hit me. They weren't coming back. I didn't have a phone. No wallet. Just the clothes on my back. Much later, I found out it wasn't an accident. It was a joke. A prank, according to them. Something they thought would toughen me up. My dad apparently said, "Let's see how long it takes him to get home." My mom and siblings thought it was hilarious. But I didn't go home. How could I trust people who would do something like that? I spent the first few nights behind the gas station, sleeping on cardboard. During the day, I begged for change. Enough to buy water, maybe a sandwich. Most people just passed me by. On the 3rd day, a trucker named Bill noticed me. He bought me food, gave me a lift to a nearby town. That's where I met a pastor, who connected me with the Hargrove family. They owned a small auto shop. Not wealthy, but kind. They let me stay in their converted garage in exchange for helping out. They treated me better than my own family ever had. With their support, I got my GED. Then community college. By 22, I'd launched a small business restoring classic cars. By 30, I had my own house. I legally changed my name. Cut ties for good. The Hargroves became my real family. I paid back every cent they ever spent on me, plus more. When Mr. Hargrove passed, I was at his bedside. I still call Mrs. Hargrove every week. Then today, after 20 years, those calls, those texts. At first, I ignored them. But eventually, curiosity won. I needed closure. I needed to hear it from them. I called back. My older brother answered, acting like nothing had happened. "Man, it's been forever. We gotta catch up. Laugh about the old times." I cut him off. "Did you leave me at that gas station on purpose?" Silence. Then, as if it were no big deal, "Come on, man. It was a joke. You just took it way too seriously." I asked why they never came back. He chuckled. "After a few hours, Dad figured you'd hitch a ride or something. Said it would make you stronger. Mom thought it was funny. They never reported me missing. Never looked for me. Never cared." Then he finally got to the point. "We saw your article in the paper. You're doing pretty well, business, house, all that. Thought maybe it was time to reconnect. You know, support the family. Support. Not love. Not regret. Support." I hung up and blocked every number they tried. I thought that would be the end of it. It wasn't. A few days later, I came home from work and saw a car parked across the street. Before I could even get out of my truck, I heard someone call my old name. My mother. She was standing on the sidewalk, crying. In the passenger seat, my sister was scrolling through her phone like none of it mattered. My mother started walking toward me, sobbing, rambling about how sick my father was. How family was everything. How people make mistakes. How proud they were of me now. I just stood there, frozen. Eventually, I looked at my mother and said the words I'd held back for years. "You left me to die. You never came back. You're nothing to me." She broke down, sobbing. From the car, my sister called out, exasperated, "Come on, just let it go already. It's been 20 years. I turned around, walked into my house, locked the door, and pulled the curtains shut. They stayed outside for another half hour before finally driving away. Later that night, an email arrived. It was from my father. He said he was sorry if they had caused any pain. That he forgave me for cutting them out. That he hoped I'd do the right thing and be there for my family in his final days. A good son doesn't abandon his parents, he wrote. A good son. I didn't reply. Instead, I forwarded the email to my lawyer, just in case. I wasn't taking any chances. The next day, I installed new security cameras around my property. And no, I don't feel guilty. I don't owe them anything. They made their choice 20 years ago. I've just finally made mine. Because family isn't about blood. It's about who's there when you need them. And for me, that's the Hargroves. It always has been. Edit. Mrs. Hargrove is coming over for dinner tomorrow. I'm making her favorite pot roast. She's the only real family I'll ever need. Thank you all for reminding me. Leaving isn't weakness. It's survival. Update. It's been about 3 weeks since my last post. After I blocked them, fortified my home, and rebuilt my peace, I thought it was over. But if there's one thing I've learned about my biological family, it's this. They never give up when they think there's something to gain. Last week, I got a letter. Not an email, not a call. A certified letter from a law office in my old hometown. My father had died. That fast. The letter said I'd been named in his will and was requested to attend the reading. At first, I laughed. Then I called my lawyer. He advised me not to attend personally. Instead, he'd handle all communication. And here's the kicker. My father didn't leave me money, property, or a heartfelt letter. He left me debt. Tens of thousands in unpaid loans, maxed-out credit cards, and a heavily mortgaged house that was already underwater. In one final twisted act, he tried to drag me down with him. Fortunately, because I'd gone full no contact and legally changed my name, they couldn't force anything on me. My lawyer filed the paperwork to officially, permanently reject the inheritance. But it didn't stop there. My sister, the same one who told me to let it go, started spreading lies. She told people I'd abandoned my dying father. That I was too selfish to help the family. She even posted on Facebook, tagging my old name, calling me a greedy monster after everything they sacrificed to raise me. Sacrificed. They left me at a gas station as a joke. They never even filed a missing person report. It would be laughable if it wasn't so disgusting. Some people from my old town messaged me. A few were angry. Some just curious. But most were supportive. Apparently, more people knew the truth about my parents than I realized. Final update, for now. I've changed my address through a private service. All mail now goes through a P.O. box. My security system stays on 24/7. Any attempt to contact me gets forwarded to my lawyer. They can't touch me anymore. Last night, Mrs. Hargrove came over for dinner. We shared pot roast and pulled out her old worn photo album. We laughed, cried a little, and reminisced. At the end of the night, she took my hand and said, "You were always meant to find your real family, sweetheart. Blood just gets you started. Love is what makes you stay." And I've never believed anything more. Thank you again to everyone who's supported me. You helped more than you know. I'll update again if something major happens. But honestly, I think this chapter is finally closed. If this story moved you even a little, please like, share, and hit subscribe. Let's hit 1,000 subscribers together. Your support means more than you know.